Good evening, morning, or wherever you are on this earth in terms of time zones. We are coming to you live from Prague. Excuse the lighting, the sound, because, we're on vacation. We didn't expect to be doing this video, but we said we had to. We had to. And so right now I'm joined with my lovely husband of officially 4 years. Because anniversary vibes.
Yup.
But so today we're gonna do something a little different. He is coming onto the Daily Bread for a takeover. Daily Bread takeover featuring Pierre. He finna do the most. He finna lead the whole damn thing. So, sir, what are we talking about today?
We're talking about something that is close to my heart. A series that is just the culmination of everything that it is to be a gamer. We are talking about Arcane.
Which you can find on Netflix. So let's get into it.
So I feel like to respect Arcane at the level that it needs to be respected at, we just need to talk about what exactly it means for that show to Arcane to exist.
Okay.
So for a quick summary, there are two very, 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 very popular games currently in the world, and the one is called Dota 2, and the one is called League of Legends.
By games, I think you need to clarify what you mean by
computer games.
Because for me, games, Candy Crush,
Not that. Computer games. So we're playing on the computer online with other people. Two very, very large ones are Dota and Arcane. Dota and League of Legends. And currently on Netflix, both of these games have created their own shows. So if you are on Netflix, you can go and see Dota Dragonblood. So Dota Dragonblood has currently got its second season out as of the time of this recording. And then League of Legends was all like, we should make one too. And so they made one called Arcane, which is just incredible.
Yes, I agree.
Incredible. I think we're actually going to start off with some overall impressions. What were your thoughts about Arcane?
So, first of all, Pierre was on my case about watching Arcane. And I was like, bro, why? Because my vibe is, How to Get Away with Murder, or The Office, or Insecure, or I'm not watching no damn gaming series. So I eventually gave in because he was annoying me. And I kid you not, like the first episode had me hooked in. I was like, oh, it's giving storytelling. It's giving character development. It's giving aesthetics. It was just giving. So I was like, wow, this is actually incredible. How many episodes are there?
9.
9 episodes. By the 9th episode, I was just like stressed, all the things. So my overall impression of Arcane is that it's brilliant. Like, as a person who isn't a gamer, and me watching this and saying it's brilliant is a bit like, a little odd, but it was really good. Those are my impressions. What are your impressions?
So, like I said, there are two series currently on Netflix which have to do with the gaming. Those two big games I was talking about, Dota and Arcane. Dota and League of Legends, I keep on saying Arcane. But you see, so Dota's animation, I don't know what to call it, Dragonblood, it's very much here are characters from the game doing things the characters from the game would do, and you kind of just work around that, which isn't that bad. But what I found, just first of all, that really hit me about Arcane as a show, and like you're talking about the storytelling, the way they're able to create a story, it's more of here is a world where characters from the game happen to be in. That was such a significant thing for me to be like, wow, I am, by the end of the show, you're not really sure who's an actual character from the game and who's just a really, really cool person.
So in terms of whether you're a gamer or not, you could still get into it.
Easily, on both ends. I'm not a very, very particularly strong League of Legends player. I play Dota instead. But even for me, I was guessing, and so I spoke to my brother about this, and he was just like, no, you're wrong. How many times he told me I was wrong about the characters I thought were actual characters in the game and stuff like that, where I'm like, I got that wrong so many times, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, that for me is brilliant storytelling, where you're like, you can't tell the difference between somebody who's special being there from the game, and somebody who's just a normal, everyday person. And I'm like, that's amazing. And the series is split up into almost 3 parts. So the first 3 episodes came out in one batch, then the next 3, and the last 3. So every third episode is almost like the conclusion to a series. So they are able to, in 3 episodes per set, packed in so much just life. It is just an incredible series. But one thing I will say, I didn't feel this way, but I know a lot of people do not like the drawing style. And so I wanted your impressions on that. What do you think about the drawing style for Arcane?
The drawing style is a bit jarring in the beginning. It's like, why do my eyes feel this weird? I think it's just more than anything, you're just not used to the drawing style. The way that they actually looks great, but the actual style of drawing, because we're used to either anime or you're used to cartoons or the different types of cartoons, it's like, I don't know, it's like the first time you're watching, I don't know, like Wallace and Gromit. The drawing style can be a bit like, what am I seeing? Why? But yeah, I think it's a bit jarring in the beginning, but I think after like the 3rd episode, I got used to it. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, the best way I could describe it is like pastel art in motion. It's weird. It's weird to look at, but if you can get over that, and like you say, you can start appreciating what they're doing with that drawing style, like the characters that they create and stuff, then you can really get into the story. So I know some people, that's one of the hurdles they have to face when watching it. They're not very appreciative of the drawing style. That's okay if you can understand what's going to happen in the series as you go along. It's worth watching. It is absolutely worth watching.
It is.
The next topic I had for you was the score. What do you think about the score, the soundtrack for the series?
Well, from what I understand, the creators of League of Legends are not just game creators. Now they're also series creators, but also they're music creators, if you want to call it that. And they create their own music, which firstly, very smart because it saves you money. But in terms of the score itself, I thought it was really cool. Like, I think the intro song, the misery, everybody wants to be my enemy. Is that how it goes? No, because I get that part wrong all the time. I love that song, and then I also like the intro song to Echo, that episode. It's just cool. Like, they just know how to make music. Is it Imagine Dragons? They also made, KDA. They just know what they're doing. The music is so good. It's so creative. It sounds clean. It sounds good. It just 10 out of 10 for the music. Like, I don't know. What are your thoughts on the music?
As you're saying, League of Legends has quite the diverse, or rather Riot Games, which is the company that owns League of Legends, has quite the diverse amount of, they step into different things. They put their toes in different things, including music. And one thing I would say I absolutely love about Arcane is how they are willing to just completely switch up the game in an instant, but it still works. The music game. So it'll be like very, very intense. Then the next scene, bright colors, all these things, and it's a hip hop track. And it's thrown you into a completely different vibe, a completely different feeling. But as you move along in the series, you just see how all those elements work together so well to make like the elements of the stories fit. And so I've been like an avid supporter of their music for the longest time. KDA is one of the bands they created. They didn't create Imagine Dragons, but they obviously collaborated with Imagine Dragons. But I just love their music, and to see their music being used in their own show, it's like foreshadowing. It's like they thought ahead.
It's the kind of music that is not just for the series.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like it would be impossible to listen to these songs outside of the series itself. Like, when you listen, that's why I like Insecure so much. It's like the music itself, you're just like, this is a dope track. Then you just end up going and listening to it on your own. So that's what I really like about the music.
Yeah, I know. Love the music, love the art style, and that's the most important. The most important topic: the characters.
First of all, Riot Games. The way y'all done animated the black character. I don't care about nothing else. The black characters, that black mom, Echo, that black chick, the hardcore black chick, the one that's
the bad guy.
Bad, because really, if you think about it, there really isn't any villains in this series. Just Riot Games. What? Epic. That's not so much like the characters per se in terms of who they are, but just the way they look. They looked freaking fantastic. The black. Ooh. How could I forget about the bald chick?
I was
with the chain that would.
With the.
¿Qué? Quoi? C'est quoi? What do you mean? Like.
Yeah.
Listen, the characters look fantastic. Like the black characters look, just aesthetics, beauty, to my eye. And also the guy, the cleverish one who ends up making it onto the council, looking fine as hell. He, Jace, looking, listen. But I love the way they animated the characters. But I also liked how in 9 episodes, you really felt like character development and the reasoning for each character, because they told each and every person's story so well. You know why, who's the chick? Powder. You know why Powder is the way that she is, and it's sort of like the trauma that she's been through. We know why Jace is the way that he is. We know why Jace's love interest, the black chick, is the way that she is. That short animal dude, whatever his name is, the partner of, Jace, the father who ended up passing away, the dude that killed. I ain't got nothing else to say.
It really does do something for me. Like I was saying, each 3 episodes is a part. By the end of each part, you're just like, where can this go next? This is such a compelling story, and that's what I love. Each and every, like you're saying, the reasoning behind each character doing every single thing that they do is so apparent just by watching them live their lives. They're so clear on it.
And this is why I be mad sometimes where series take their time and waste time in telling a story, where you see something like Arcane, where they told full stories of everybody in 9 episodes, but you take 3 episodes to get to the point.
Take 3 seasons to get to the
point. No, hashtag WandaVision. 3 episodes to get. Okay? Huh?
Well, you really went there.
I did. Really, but anyway, continue.
No, it's just like every motivation makes sense. Every single one. You're angry or sad or irritated by things that the characters do, but never once do you think that doesn't make sense.
Oh, it's out of character.
Hashtag Game of Thrones. Never once are you like, but why? Everything has its place and makes sense in the overall narrative of the storyline. And like you said, within 9 episodes,
they did the most.
So much happens. So much full meaty story that takes no wasting time. Just so many developments to the point of you get emotional. You get emotional in this series. It is just a beautiful piece of, like, honestly, like, I don't consume too much, but as of 2021, it is the best thing that came out in 2021. Be it movie, be it whatever it is the best piece of entertainment that came out in 2021. It is incredible. It is incredible.
I don't have to think about it.
I'm
But it could be up there. It could be. I don't know if it's the best.
Best. Even better than Spider-Man.
Let us know in the comments what you think, because I don't know about that. But yeah, it's up. I would say it's up. It's up there. But now you're comparing like Spider-Man, which is a movie, to a series. Anyway, move on.
I said best piece of entertainment.
Move on.
Best piece of... No,
Move
I mean,
on.
those are mainly the topics I wanted to cover. Even just talking about the storyline in general, you know, just like your take on that, like...
Yeah, the storyline is quite good in this. It's giving like Hunger Games. It's giving like a Hunger Games storyline. Obviously, you have the people at the top, in terms of classism. You have the people at the bottom, and everybody has their own motivations around what it is that they're doing, and everybody has a justification of why they're doing the things that they did. So in that sense, that's what I meant by there's no real villain in that sense when you look at each and every individual's moves and the reasons why, although it might hurt the people at in another class, when you start to break down as to why they did those things, it's like, you know what, that makes sense for sort of like the perspective that you're in, so I quite enjoyed the complexity and the nuance of that, in that, there's no true villain. You would think that it's that dude without the eye, you would think he's the villain, but by the time we get to the end and he now empathizes with Vanda, like, it's deeper, it's giving. So I think for me, overall, like they then knocked it out the park, it was incredible. Like, for me, 10 out of 10, this series, 10 out of 10. It done the most. It did the things that it needed to do. And I'm here for a season 2. And I'm also here to tell you, simpleton of a series watcher, which is like myself, so don't get offended, that this series could also be for you. It could be. But yeah, what are your overall thoughts before we disappear?
Like she said, don't let the fact that it's a story based on a computer game bother you. The world is so rich, you won't even notice. It was hard for me, a gamer, to notice. It is a beautiful piece of writing. It is a beautiful visual aspect. I particularly love the art style. It is a well thought out narrative that makes sense the entire way through. There are no villains. You think that there are, and you realize over time there's so much happening. There is so much happening. And it's just amazing, man. It's just amazing. I'm actually quite impressed. We actually didn't put in many spoilers in this one, because a lot of the stuff we talked about happens early on, but like, there is just a lot of fullness in this series, and I stand by my statement that it was the best piece of entertainment that came out last year.
You let us know in the comments below whether that's a fact or not. But anyway, thanks for watching this video, guys. Again, have you watched Arcane? If you have, what are your thoughts about it? Is it the best?
If you don't say 10 out of 10, please leave the channel.
Yeah, so let us know your thoughts. And let us know, if you don't mind spoilers, whether you're going to watch it or not. Until next time.